Today, we're reviewing the Peak Design aluminum travel tripod. Here we go. All right, this one I'm excited about. I've been looking at these for a while, the Peak Design travel tripod. And I'm super stoked about this because the quality on this thing is pretty amazing. And it has so many features. First of all, like, I'm kind of a nerd, but look at this packaging. This is amazing. Like you can practically play the drums on this thing. It's kind of like some kind of weird didgeridoo or something. But so it's clearly reusable. It's got these elastic straps on it. You pull that sucker up and over. Oh, look at that. That inside. It doesn't stop here, all right? Inside, there is the actual travel case. Look at that. It's so amazing. It's so beautiful. Oh, look, here's the thing. Peak Design does not sponsor me at all. Nobody sponsors me. Matter of fact, the only payment I get is your gratitude, love, and likes. So if you do indeed enjoy what I do here on this channel, please hit that subscribe button and ring that little bell. I'd really appreciate it. This is an actual travel bag. It's got a little dewjabber here. You could probably strap it through pretty much anything, or if you're the kind of person that likes to walk around with stuff in your hands, which I don't. When I run, I don't even like to have my phone in my hand. I have to have some kind of a carrying case for it. Look at this guy. All right, so this is about the size of a large water bottle, like a Hydro Flask or something. Look how compact this is. You know, most tripods, they kind of spread out a little bit, and then they've got the center column. This has that center column, but the way that this is designed is so beautiful. And this thing is stout, okay? It is right in front of my face. It is really sturdy, and I'm very impressed. It extends to 60 inches. Okay, they do recommend that you don't extend the center column all the way up for stability, but I had it in my kitchen today, and it felt stable as hell. Like, look, I've done some reviews before, and I'm kind of sold, not sold on stuff, or there's price versus quality. This goes for about $350 US. And as far as tripods go, especially quality tripods, that's right around where the pricing should be. But I've got other Peak Design stuff, right? So I have the Peak Design mount system for my cameras, okay? Comes with this plate, which this comes with. It comes with this one plate, and I can swap between the camera strap, carrier, whatever the heck you call it, the camera clip. That's what they call this. Oh, man, I'm losing my mind. You can swap between the camera clip and the tripod, which is pretty great because before my plate on the bottom, like on the one that I'm using right now for the Canon R, I had to take the plate off if I was going to travel, put this plate on, swap back and forth between the two of them. It was kind of a pain in the butt. Let me show you how this works here. All right, so it locks in, which is pretty amazing. Unlock it. Quick little finger flip there. This guy pops out. So what we're going to do, got my Canon 50D, my old faithful, my first DSLR camera. I love this thing. We're going to go ahead and thread this on there. Great thing is, so all of these plates and clip systems come with an Allen wrench, including the tripod. There's a little bracket here that your Allen wrench just slides into, which is super handy. And it's got a Allen wrench that fits the plate, and then it also has a smaller Allen wrench. I mean, you can see this here, that fits all of the smaller tension flip outs for the legs. They say over time, these guys will kind of start to get sprung, and then you can just go in the bottom. Well, it says you can go in the bottom and tighten them. Oh, in the bottom, very bottom one here, you can go and tighten it. Otherwise, they're just simply a flathead screwdriver, which everybody has laying around. That's what it is. Okay, cool. You can actually go ahead and tighten these here, which is what will give you the tension on those. Put it back in its little holster. Oh, that's so nice. And here we have it. Snap that in, lock it. That thing is not going anywhere. Holy crap, that's nice. That is pretty amazing. I am so far very happy with this. So, has an engageable thumb screw here on the side. Loosen that up. Lets you extend up here. And for 350 bucks, this thing comes with a ball mount. You can tighten this threaded area here. Loosen it. Now this ball mount moves around however you want. This is pretty amazing. I mean, honestly, this is, you really can't beat this for nothing. Look at that. Look at that. Then you just tighten it back up. Boom, and there your camera sits. They do recommend that you mount to the lens for longer lenses, but as sturdy as this is, your standard lenses are going to be just fine on it. It's made all of aluminum, except for some of the clips are a little, actually they're aluminum too. This thing is amazing. I try not to fanboy out on stuff too much, but man, I'm really, oh wow, that goes in and out of there super easy. Oh gosh, that is, they don't make it much cooler than that. Wow. All right, so that's some of the basic stuff. Now we're gonna learn together because I happen to know, if you take this little sleeve off here at the bottom, this is something I'm never gonna use, but some people might find it pretty cool. You pull down on this, rotate it, and it comes out. There's a magnetic deal in there. You slide this out. Guess what this is? This is a phone holder. Now the thing that I don't understand is how that locks in there. Because it's supposed to be a way that you can lock this guy in here. I'm gonna have to do some more research because you're supposed to be able to put your phone. Oh, okay. Okay. So you can put your phone. I don't know. There's so many pieces to this, like stuff that it can do and that it can't do. And oh, also this hook here on the bottom, you can put a counterweight on so it doesn't fall over when it's fully extended. Let's see. I have the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Let's see if this sucker will fit that. I'll be damned. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I still don't know. Okay, here we go. Boom, it just locks in there, just like that. Holy cow. So presumably, it would lock in the other way too. So once it's extended far enough, put your phone in. I mean, I wouldn't like extend this out over like a chasm or something because it's not in there super tough, but I've got an OtterBox case on mine. So, I mean, I would be very careful with putting this on top of anything dangerous. I'll put this back in here, otherwise I guarantee I'll lose this. Actually, we're going to leave that out right now because I happen to know that if you loosen this, take the whole thing out, and there's a way to take, I really should read the instructions. All right, we're going to figure this out. We're going to figure this out together. I have instructions. There's a way to shorten this so that you can do like a very low. This is going to blow your mind. So you just bring the legs in a little bit, and then you can bring them out, hit these. Look at that. Look at that low profile business right there. But the trick is you got to somehow figure out how to get this so that this section comes off. Maybe it screws off? I don't want to break it. Let me find out. When all else fails, read the instructions. Jeez. See what it says about low mode. You can also flip it entirely upside down and shoot straight down, which is pretty exciting. I don't know that I'll ever do that. But all right, remove center column. Tilt head and loosen screw. Oh, okay. All right, so we just got to find it. What? Tilt head and loosen screw. Where is the screw to be loosened at? Oh, found it. Just got to get to it. Oh, right there. It's right there. So now we got to steal our little tool again. Oh, this is so great. Inside there with the Allen wrench. Oh, must be the little one. It is not. Oh, when you're getting old like me, they give you special contact lenses so that you can focus. Oh, jeez. Oh, there it is. So that you can focus between near and far quicker. That's what happens when you get to be my age. And you're a grampy like I am. Yes, I'm an actual grandfather. It's very strange. All right, so that you take that out. And then what I'm going to do, because you don't want that to fall out, right? Does it fall out? Feels like it does. Don't want it to do that though, right? So what do you use to plug that hole? Nah.
That's what she said.
Or can you push it out? I don't think you can push it out. Let's try, because I'm just curious. Nope, it will not come out. There must be a washer in there or something. Okay, that's good. So that screw will not drop out this way. So you don't really have to worry about plugging the bottom here. So you just drop that in there like so. And now, look how low that sucker is. That is pretty amazing. If you want to be able to use the ball head, you're just going to bring it up here, lock it out with the thumb screw, and there you are. So you got a low profile tripod, you do all kinds of cool stuff. Look at that. That is pretty amazing. Peak Design has really created a really amazing, can I say really 6 more times? Has created an amazing product here. So, all right, we're going to get the camera out of the way here. Right, it goes in a lot easier if you don't lock it in sideways. All right, there we're out. Okay, got the secondary thing up there. So to release these, just like before, you go down a little bit, and there, those locks are going to release. Down, release, down, release. This is a very sturdy tripod. Here's one of the things that I think is really cool. You know, normally you have to flip up all the things to release the legs. Check these out. There's 4 of them. They all open the same way. Just rotate around. You can open them all with your thumb. There's 3 sets, 1 for each leg, obviously. Boom, you're open. You're extended. It's that easy. It's crazy easy. Then when it comes time to lock them back out, just like you're giving them a hug with your hand. Boom, and they're locked out. Now, when you open this sucker up, it's got a fairly wide center of gravity, which is pretty cool. Oh, didn't lock these out, did I? There's 4 of them. Oh, boy, I didn't realize there's 4 of them. Yeah, so we got a pretty wide center of gravity. When you open it up, it's super stable. If I had a actual full-sized studio like grown-ups do, I would open it up for you all the way, but there's really no reason to because it looks exactly the same. But you know, all the other tripods that I've had in the past, it's way harder to collapse them and extend them. Rubber feet, which are nice, very sturdy design, high quality materials. All right, so let's break it down. A ball head, which you normally have to purchase separately for most tripods, a very high quality aircraft aluminum style design. I don't know that there's a piece of plastic on here except for this kind of stuff. The price point, let's start with price, okay? It's a little expensive. We're talking $300, but that is not abnormal. $300 is not abnormal for a high quality tripod. And look, if you travel a lot and you do a lot of landscape photography or you do vlogging and you need a solid, sturdy tripod to carry with you so that when you're setting up a walk-away shot or something where you want to be in frame and you're not going to be holding the camera and you want something that you can trust to not just like fold under its own weight or flip with your $2,000 camera on it, I feel very confident in this, especially because you can tighten everything. You know, the ball head has, you know, but by the time you tighten it down, it won't move. See, it's tightened down there, it will not move. You loosen it as much as you want it to give it as much play as you need to. You know, so if you loosen it all the way up, you're gonna have a pretty smooth rotation for video, which is pretty effing great, guys. All right, so I'm gonna put this back in here because otherwise I'm gonna start losing stuff. So like we're talking about ratings. Okay, out of 10 for cost. I think for what you get, I'm gonna be very comfortable giving it an 8 out of 10 for cost. I know $350 sounds really expensive, but there are Manfrotto tripods and stuff that are at $600, $800, $900, right? For what you get here for $350, it's a really quality product. So let's give it a 9 out of 10. Let's give it a 9 out of 10 for cost. The only thing I will say is there is another version of this, carbon fiber, and it's supposed to be a little lighter, but you pay for it. It's about $600 for the carbon fiber one. I think it runs $599. So for another $150, you basically just get a little less weight. And carbon fiber is supposed to be sturdier, but I tell you what, this doesn't feel like aluminum. It feels like steel, okay? I mean, it's going to hold up for you. Let's talk about functionality then, all right? So for functionality, you're going to be hard-pressed to not give this a 10 out of 10. There are so many things this tripod can do. One thing we didn't do, one thing we didn't show, we might as well show it real quick, right? You can even shoot upside down. That's pretty amazing. So if you want to do some macro photography or something, and And it's probably easier to do if you give it some more leg. So let's do that a little bit here. Let's lock it out here. There we go. There it is. All right. Now, with all the Peak Design clips, you definitely want to make sure that you're testing to make sure you're locked in, because they can, on occasion, make a click sound, and then it'll turn out that you're not actually locked in. So you kind of have to mess around with it a little bit to make sure that you're getting a square mount. So here, this is going to be your perfectly square one probably. And you might have to fudge the threads a little bit on the plate. But look at that. So you can shoot straight down from this thing. I mean, that's pretty amazing. I mean, you're going to want to make sure that you tighten your thumb screw out really good, because if you don't, you stand to lose a camera face down. But I mean, the good news is the lens will break its fall, so it'll be fine. Functionality. I mean, there's so many different things you can do with this tripod. Just the plain and simple fact that you can use the same plate that you use for your clip system if you're hiking and things like that, so you don't have to screw around. You just unclip from this, clip to that, everybody wins, right? So for functionality, I'm going to give this MFer a 10 out of 10, and I don't do that very often. There's very little that this tripod cannot do, and it's the ease of use for the functionality that really I think is amazing, because just the fact that you can do everything so simply, not a whole lot of tools involved and swapping stuff out, and the tools that you do have, they give you, and it gives you a place to put them. So it's pretty functional, guys. 10 out of 10 for functionality. I don't know anybody else that has this tripod, so I feel kind of special. I know they sell a bunch of them. Peak Design's been around for a long time. They make some really cool products. The only issue I've ever had with Peak Design product was my own fault, and that was because I did not check to make sure that the camera was locked in to the clip, and the camera took a tumble. That was my fault. It was not 100% seated in there, and I learned a valuable lesson that day. That's also why on my Canon R I now have a wrist strap, because I learned from my mistakes. Okay, so price, functionality, so ease of use. So price we said 9, functionality, ease of use we said 10 out of 10, and overall size, dimensions, weight. Okay, it's a little heavy. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little heavy. Backpacking, you're gonna feel that weight on your pack, but it's as tall as you need it to be, right? It's made of high quality aluminum material, and it's gonna last you. I guess I could come back with another review in a year after I've been using it and see how it does, but I feel very confident in this. And again, I'm telling you, Peak Design does not sponsor me. Again, though, I will entertain all comers. It extends to 60 inches, and it drops all the way almost completely down to the ground. So I don't know how you can beat that. But at the same time, because it's heavy, I'm going to give it a 7. A 7 out of 10 for materials, size, weight, things of that nature. So, which is really too bad. I would like to get my hands on the carbon fiber one and compare it and see if it's that much lighter. But guys, seriously, overall, I am super, super impressed with this piece of equipment. The Peak Design aluminum travel tripod. I like it. I really, really like it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what I do here, or also if you hate what I do here. If you subscribe, it'll give you notification when I've posted a video, and then you can come kick me when I'm down in the comments.